All right, welcome back. I guess this is episode 2 of my documentation series, or just episode 2 of my update videos. This is just something I want to do every once in a while on this world that I'm fully invested in. I like either make a video when something major has been finished, or when I've made enough progress in this world where it warrants like an update. Um, just making videos every once in a while just so I can show progress on how this world is going. Because I like to be able to have, something to look back onto and just, reminisce on how things used to be, or just see how things develop. All right, yeah, let's just get into this. I think last episode I left off here talking about our paper mill, which is our sugarcane farm, which is um, our main source for getting paper so we can make rockets. I still have yet to make a gunpowder farm. I think that's what's next after this farm, which I'll talk about later. In the last episode, I talked about whether or not I was going to implement the rule of using the elytra or not uh, for for things like short travel, just like between like towns and villages. Um, I think that's still something. I don't think it's too far. Like I'm too far along to like go back and change the rules. Um, if I'm saying that correctly, I don't think I'm too far along where it's too late to implement that. But how I've been playing the game recently, I've definitely been heavily relying on my elytra. So maybe it is too late for that, but I mean we'll see. But yeah, so last episode I think I left off showing this, and I think it was just a flat rectangle of a brick building. Um, I think it's done. I think I can consider it finished. Definitely, there's always room for improvement, and things get tweaked over time. But I haven't touched this structure in a while, so well, I mean, definitely it's not done because I still have torches on the ground. But as you can see, here are the reed farms. We have 4 rows of 30, 32, 24, something like that. They're constantly, we got these mine carts constantly going back and forth collecting sugarcane. Whenever one grows, the whole row is chopped off. Whenever one grows to a height of 3, it's all chopped off. And here, down here, is where we are collecting all of our sugarcane. As you can see, we're getting some. I mean, I don't need a lot. I rarely even come down here, but I gave myself an opportunity to collect a lot of sugarcane if I ever, I don't know, if I ever build a surplus of it. I'm not sure what to do with this room. We'll have to figure that out. There's a space back here for, getting behind and working on things if I need to. There's room for the back rooms, I guess. I don't know. Ran some piping just for some detail. Um, Even the things that are functional, that like this is purely functional, but I still want to give it like a certain like feel to it. Like there's no purpose to have this running through here. I mean, this is purely just for function, but like I guess if you're not taking advantage of creating lore, or I don't know, adding details, then like I think you're missing out on a big part of like this world building, I guess. Um, so yeah, these are supposed to be like grates, I guess. You can look down. All right, let's keep moving. I'm trying to tell a story here that there's people that work here, um, and so like this is where they have like a little lounge, and they got some boxes, and these are newspapers and some files that probably need to get shipped out or something. I don't know. I guess the paper mill now makes newspapers. They got a little break room. This is like a little kitchen area. We got some lamps. And I got a toaster. Yeah. I should also add that I'm using player heads. I usually just spawn in a command block and find player heads online and spawn those in. You consider it cheating, or I don't know. It's just once I do all this in survival, and once I get to a point where it's like done, I'll throw in some command blocks, or I'll throw in a command block and I'll spawn these in. I mean, they don't add any value to the way I play the game. They're purely decorational, so I don't see a problem in doing that. But I mean, that's my opinion. It's how I play the game. So yeah, they got a kitchen, they got a toaster, they got some coffee. There's some books up there. Uh, the microwave. Um, Now this, they got sink and the fridge. I don't put chairs. I don't put chairs down. I really wish Minecraft would start implementing furniture in this game because I don't know if I put a seat here, I feel like it starts to look a little bulky. But yeah, you can just stand here. You have your lunch. But yeah, I think I got to make like the rest of this place a little bit more lively. My biggest complaint with, or my biggest squirrel with like how I designed this place is I feel like a lot of this is very empty, and I feel like this is space that I can manipulate, but I'm not sure how. It's like got some dark spots. I guess I can start hanging some lights. But yeah, up here, I'll give a wide view first. This is the paper mill manager, boss, whatever. That's his office up there. He can oversee the entire factory. His name is Daniel. We can go on into Daniel's office. He likes to just bounce on that window. That's pretty much all he does. He just, I think he's stuck. Well, he can figure it out. He's just got a paper trade. He doesn't have any books that we can trade for. He's purely just for trading with paper and getting some emeralds from that. He's got some paintings up here because after all, this is a paper factory. We can take advantage of the art that paper can provide. Some boxes to be shipped out, some files for Daniel. This is his Mac computer. It's an Apple computer. This is supposed to be like a printing machine, I guess, like a large format printer. 2 banners, large format, I guess. Yeah. Some books. Definitely have to revamp this area once the new chiseled bookshelves come out, so we can get a little bit more detail in the bookshelves. And we got a sign for the paper. It's a paper sign. Some junk from the building, from building it. Let's go to sleep real quick. So now that farm was quote unquote complete, asterisk, whatever. The next farm I decided to build was a pumpkin and melon farm. There's really no point to have a pumpkin or melon farm unless you're trading for emeralds, which is purely what this is for. So over here we have pumpkins, and over here we have melons, and they got these observers, and anytime a melon grows or a pumpkin grows, piston will break it, and we got a hopper minecart collecting everything. If it picks something up, it will dump it here. It actually, what's great about this kind of system, honestly, I wish I could probably double the pumpkins, or actually, sorry, double the melons, because the problem is that for every pumpkin that grows, you get 1 pumpkin, and then that can be for an equal trade. But for every 1 melon that grows, you get like 4 slices of melon. I'm not sure what the numbers are, but that doesn't. You get one. You get you get 1 item, but then you break this apart. Now I need 9 of these to get. I need 9 of those to get 1 full melon. So trading pumpkins honestly is way more valuable, and you get way more emeralds over time from pumpkins, because the amount that you need per emerald is I'm not sure how to say it, but I think you all know what I'm trying to say. So I might make both of these pumpkins. I might double the pumpkin. No. I would double the melon, because then I can get more melon slices, so I can make more melon blocks. But we'll see. I mean, it's doing its job. I'm not constantly trying to rack up the amount of emeralds I have. It's doing its thing. So yeah, you can see like the chests are completely like depleted of those resources, because I have been actively trading with our villagers. If we move over here, we have a mud/clay farm. I mean, I just needed one, so I just plopped this down. Definitely gonna like move it somewhere over there so it could be with the rest. But for now, this is just here just for functional purposes, just so I can get these materials, because I've needed a lot of clay to build these. You'll see we have these 2 drops and lifts. This is actually to our. This is going to be our subway station in between here and Spawn Rock. Please forgive me for what I'm about to do, but this is just for show. What am I looking at? Minecart. Oops. This is just for show. We're gonna ride along because a lot has changed on the other end. And there is Spawn Rock. If you don't remember, this is the rock that we spawned on, or that I spawned on. You know, when I first loaded up the world, it was like right in this point right here, and it's the rock that I decided to build this entire village on top of. And it's going to be like a big, big city. You know, I want it to be pretty congested and like buildings are going to be pretty tight. I want to have this like very developed, village on top of it. And as you can see, this railway, this entrance has been decorated, and I'll show you where we're going. Here is the subway station for this Spawn Rock. All right, we'll get rid of you. This area is not fully done, as you can see. I put this here just for a visual test. I'm not sure. I don't want to leave this flat. I feel like I might like dig into it and leave and make like a lush cave sort of decoration. But yeah, this is the station for that's gonna go in between. The Spawn Rock and the industrial district. My plan is to have this tunnel go down a little bit and turn left, and so that runs. What direction am I facing? So that will run west. So this line will go west to south. And then if we cross over to this side, we will have the same station just replicate over here. And this line will run north to east. So yeah, that's the plan for that. I decorated this to look like it was, built directly into a cave because the lore of this city is supposed to be like a resource material city. This is like where most production for natural resources are getting, where they're getting gathered. So I'm trying to keep that theme going. I guess that's really all I have to say about that. But yeah, as you can see, it's not fully done. I still got to fix the lighting. I'm also really waiting for the next update so I can get the hanging signs so I can run them across and have like instructions. I don't want to put up signs right now. They're just going to come right down. But yeah, that's a major item that I'm waiting for in the next update so I can implement that into this world. But yeah, the ceiling is all made by hand. This all started as like a completely hollow out, like just like this. It was all completely hollowed out and everything was built in by hand. And you can even see it just like this. So again, just trying to tell that story, give the purpose of this world. Of this town, like tell their story and what they're about and what their traditions and styles and culture is. I don't know. But yeah, this is like the mining resource district, and then the industrial district is more of just like manufacture and stuff like that. So they'll have their own kind of style, I think that's all I have to say about that. I'm working on this map, and this is the elevator, which isn't working right now. I haven't put that in yet, but it will lead up here. And this is a subway station that we have. My plan is to hopefully have like another subway station over there, or just like multiple staircases that go down that all run to the same spot, which is the subway down there. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to execute that the way I want it to be, but for now, this is what it is. I've really been struggling with building a town hall. I've probably built like 4 different structures here. Because originally I wanted town hall to also act as a main train station. But I aesthetically and just the trying to fit it in here has been a major challenge. So I've kind of just let this go and made this like a temporary solution. The problem is I feel like if I have a main train station, I feel like there's no need for multiple stations around. But I want to be able to I like the idea of having multiple stations because I feel like it connects everything a little bit more. So I'm not sure. I'm kind of battling on like what I'm gonna do, like main subway station or multiple stations and make this just a town hall. But then I also have to figure out like what's the purpose of town hall. A lot of the examples I see for town halls are usually like trading halls, but I don't want to imprison my villagers and make them like just for trading. I want my villagers to exist in this world. and I have to like earn for my trades, you know, because I can just have I can have like 100 different farming villagers and get a ton of pumpkins. But right now I only have these four. So these are the two. These are two parents. This is Ela and Calvin, and these are their children. Um, this is how I've been getting. Yeah, I've been bringing all my pumpkins over. I've been trading with them, which is what's really unfortunate is that actually three of them have, you know, the yeah, I don't know, yeah, three of them have the pumpkin trade, and Calvin only has the melon trade, which is really really frustrating because I don't get melon that I don't get melon blocks as frequent as pumpkin blocks. Um, so I guess I just have to deal with that. I guess I'd rather have four pumpkin trades than three melon trades. Um, so yeah, these two have had their children. This is how I'm getting most of my emeralds right now. I like the slow grind of gathering emeralds instead of just imprisoning a bunch of these and just having like an unlimited amount. Um, I think it adds more to the game. For me personally, it helps me, you know, keep the interest in playing a lot longer. Yeah, this I think this is all still the same. Nothing's changed with the butcher shop. Um, I really should work on that though. I think that's one thing that I'm probably missing out on. Because I could also make like a sweet berry farm. Because butcher villagers will trade for sweet berries. Um, I don't know if this beacon was here. Legitimately, I have no idea if this was in the last episode. But yeah, I this is all of my iron, and I'm slowly starting to get it back by trying to convert this into an emerald beacon. Yeah, this is all the iron I had, but it's been worth it because I've been able to dig out a lot of space with it, and you know, got mending on my pick, so I haven't really had I haven't had a major use for iron. Let's go to sleep. Or a major need for iron. I've been set. Oh, so yeah, let's do it. Yeah. So you can see this is what the world looks like right now, right? This is, you know, an overview of what we're working on. And I wanted to show this in the last episode, but there was like because I mentioned this in the last episode. There was like a data. I don't know. My world got corrupted because I closed out Minecraft wrong, and then there's a lot of recovery. So seeds have changed, but yeah, I just wanted to show. Um, I wanted to do this just for purely, you know, documentation purposes. This is exactly what I was able to recover the original seed. This is exactly what it looked like when we first spawned. It's a lot more hillier in some areas than others. It's definitely the current city is definitely starting to flatten out. But I just want to show purely what we started with, and I'll mention something real quick once I finish this. This little go around. And so I'm gonna point out things like this. Like you can see, there's a little pit right here, and then you can see that this part is very I don't know, rounded out right here, or it's just a straight shot. I don't know. It's a corner. It's a whatever it is. And then I'll show this. So yeah, as you can see now, if you're comparing the two shots, I've actually built out this, you know, this part of the rock in order to accommodate this crane, because I really wanted the crane going down into this spot, but if I was using the original like landscape of the rock, it would be back here, and then the boom would be like extended all the way out here, and I didn't want that, so I terraformed a little bit just to you know, just so I can, you know, have this decorational piece. And then I think like this part, like I think this works out really well. I really like the waterfall going into it, and then that little pit I mentioned before, you know, this part is all flattened out, and I'll show that in like 2 seconds. Yeah, so another thing that I implemented in the game is these mini blocks. So when the wandering trader spawns in, not only will he have his original trades, but he'll also have trades for these small blocks. You know, anything just to give more decoration into this world is, you know, any opportunity to do that is totally fine by me. Um, So yeah, wait. So yeah, let's show this. So I showed this earlier. This is massive. Massive open area. This is where I mentioned in the last episode something about like adding a sports lore into this world, and for every village will have a spleef arena because spleef is like the main sport I would consider of Minecraft. So this is going to be the spleef arena for Spawn Rock, and it's gonna, it's underground because we want it to have that cave feel, just like the subway station, because caving is like a big part of this mining district. I would consider this to be. Um, so I was really conflicted with how I was going to be able to build an underground subway station and an underground stadium. I didn't know, like, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to fit both of them because I didn't know how. I can't transfer the idea of like how big the stadium is and how big this rock is, and I guess this rock is a lot bigger than than I thought it was. So I definitely have room, but I built like a mock floor with seating. So in like a creative world, I did that, and then I did all the measurements. I dug out this area, uh, so I can see like you know how big is this space going to be, and is that going to conflict with the subway station that's like this way, and they are not. So I dug this out just so I knew what I was going to be dealing with in terms of like size and stuff like that, and they are not going to conflict. So yeah, that's what this is going to be. This is going to be a major project for the future. I'm definitely not interested in touching this right now. Definitely going to wait on that because I'd rather focus on some other things right now. Yeah, this is all the stuff I got from all that digging. Let's see what else. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to show. About down here. I'm just gonna walk through this because I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna play it safe. We got 2 villagers in here. They're not named. One's a mending, and the other guy is a silk touch. I think first iron sword. Yeah, I'm just walking through just in case I miss something. It's not too bad to see things again. I don't know if I'm gonna make this like a book archive for like enchanted books or like notes, or I was thinking about making this like a more of like the because I said this is the library, but I also want the library to act as more also act as like a historical society or a museum. That's why there's things like this around. So I don't know if this is going to be like a book archive for like to act as the library portion, or if this is going to be a I don't know, part of the history portion. Or maybe I will have to make 2 separate buildings, which honestly isn't a bad idea because then that will give me a reason to build more structures. I feel like I'm a little conflicted uh, on what each structure will do. I think what I'm trying to say is that I feel like every structure I build needs a purpose, and I feel like I can't start like example A, like this town hall. I'm kind of struggling to build it because I'm not sure what its purpose is, and therefore that's like impeding like my ability to build it because I'm not sure what it's supposed to do. Um, so usually once I know what I need, I have a pretty clear idea of what I need to do. But since I don't know what I need, I don't know what to do. So yeah, I think now that I'm saying it out loud for the first time, I think I might just make two structures. I think that's actually it. I'm gonna be really upset if I actually forget something and I don't say it till the 3rd episode, and then that's like an even longer time before it's like introduced. Like whatever I'm missing is introduced into the documentation of these videos. I don't know if that made sense at all, but it made sense to me. Yeah, this is Franklin. He's a kid, and then this is Hamish, and he's one of the kids of Ela and Calvin. I'm just gonna show this. This is where we're sitting at with our with our blocks. Got a lot of diamond. Doing a lot of strip mining recently. Yeah, this is, I don't know. I figured I'd show off how I'm doing. I really want to have a full diamond beacon. So diamond mining has been like a huge part of like what I've been doing with my time. Uh, I think strip mining can be really relaxing. Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.